invasive outpatient procedure with minimal downtime. If you suffer from an enlarged prostate and want to avoid the sexual side effects of medication and invasive surgery, UroLift may be for you. Contact McKeever Clinic at 355 6583. That's 355 6583.
Get ready for Jags at Home Sunday, a second screen viewing experience with Ashlyn Sullivan and Eric Dunn. Win weekly cash and prizes totaling more than $10,000. Visit jagsathome.com. This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. This is the Sports Den with Denny Thompson and James Coleman on 1010XL.
Another week, another L.
It's consistent.
Good thing ABC delivers.
Mm-hmm. This one wasn't as bad. You kind of get used to the losing.
I mean, we won by losing because the Giants won, right?
Yeah.
So now we move up to we being the Jags, move up to number 2 in draft order. So, I mean, we'd have lost by winning.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not all bad. I mean, I'm just saying they've lost 7 in a row, bro.
Were you at least entertained?
I mean, let's be honest. Show of hands. There's 4 of us in here. If you didn't have to do this tonight, who would have watched that game to start with? Exactly.
If I be honest with you, I did fall asleep at one point in the fourth quarter.
All right, LeBron, don't admit stuff like that.
I mean, I was just, I was trying. I fought it, though. I fought it. But I did nod a little bit. But then I got back up, and I didn't miss anything.
Like, because I'm not trolling on you for saying the entertain thing, but I saw that a lot on Twitter. And
That's
I'm like,
loser talk.
I'm like, entertain was last week when I could surf around all of NFL. Like, if you'd asked me before the game, would you rather watch
anything,
Jags Texans, or the new Hallmark movie that we recorded last night? Man, I'd have fired that DVR up.
I'd have rather kept begging the Hallmark producers to put me in a Christmas movie.
Well, I guess I'm just saying that entertained, meaning it wasn't like a 47-3 route to where you're looking at the clock begging this to be over. It seemed, the Jaguars, for the most part, kept it competitive, stayed close, respectable loss. I know there probably were some things that they could have worked on.
I know we're telling the truth here, but this sounds so bad. Like,
takes us back to Gus Bradley days.
You know what? Yes, you got curb stomped. You lost the fight, but you went in there and you tried and you made it a little competitive. And yeah, you got a little black eye, a little dirt on your cheek. But you'll live to fight another day. No, a loser is a loser.
You know the most shocking thing of today for me?
What?
How bad the Texans are.
Yeah. Well, I mean, why is that shocking when they've literally tried to get rid of everybody?
I just don't. They've got stars, bro.
They've got stars.
They legit have. No, they've got.
Who?
I mean, J.J. Watt is a star.
J.J. Watt is my age.
He's a superstar.
Yes, but
he's
I'm
not
just
your
saying,
age. He's 30.
He's fled. He's old as Calais.
30.
He's old as Calais.
You haven't been 30 since we started this show.
He's only 30?
Yes.
Oh, that man's been around since.
Deshaun is a star. Cunningham is a star.
Cunningham is good.
Like, I mean, I'm not saying that I expected them to be 12-4, but dude, their only 2 wins are against the Jags, and
they've also played a bunch
they're
of
terrible.
They play when they face really good competition, they're not any good.
19 of 32. Is that a good stat line for Deshaun Watson against the Jags defense that lets everybody?
They played pretty good until C.J. Henderson decided to make us all miss Jalen. He busted a lot of plays, man.
Yes, that was what I was referring to, 309. He says if you're referring to Never Kiss a Man in a Christmas Sweater, that was a Hallmark movie last night that we recorded.
That's good advice.
Yeah. So he said that was more entertaining, not spoiling anything. Thank you, 309.
But now I got to go watch it.
We'll start with Jake Luton on the Sports Den, brought to you by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. Like I said earlier, ABC delivers now. Go to their website, abcfws.com, Fine Wine and Spirits. They'll deliver it to you. Type in sportsden when you check out. You get half off the delivery
sportsden
fee.
2020.
Oh, sportsden 2020. My bad. You get half off the delivery fee as well. That's ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. ABCFWS.com. Jake Luton, I look good. I mean, he live arm, great arm. We can go through the good first because we
Yeah, why
want to
not?
start with the positive, right? I thought Jay Gruden did a fantastic job of game planning. James Robinson, I feel comfortable in saying that dude's the real deal. I don't know for how long. Is he a 1 year real deal type running back, or is he, a long term 6-7 year? But for right now, he's the best player on the team right now. I mean, James Robinson is the best player on the Jaguars football team right now.
DJ Chark was excited because he's getting the ball thrown to him.
146 yards today on 7 receptions.
And some dummy benched him.
So yeah, I mean, good things definitely. Laviska Shenault injured. That's not good. I think we were all kind of waiting for that to happen in a way. I don't know why, but just big, powerful, strong guys, fast guys like that.
Twitchy guys.
Yeah, they just
tend to
seems
get hurt.
to happen. But Jake Luton is the story. I don't think anybody's ever questioned his arm strength. The throw to, can we stop though on the throw to Chark? Can we stop? Like, I was coming back from training, and so I was listening to the game, and then it's like I was almost home at a red light. Look down, and there's all these Twitter notifications about this dime that he threw. So I, rush in the house, get home, rewind it, look at the ball, and see it's basically a blown coverage. Like, you jokers made it sound like my man unleashed 170 in the air. I mean, it was good, and he hit him in stride, and there's nothing to complain about. But easy on the Jake Luton talk for right now. What I want to see out of Jake, I want to see, and this is where Gruden did such a good job. I want to see a team force him to read 2, 3, 4.
I think that's coming.
Sure it is. That's the thing that I'm curious about with Jake Luton. He's got the arm. He's got the Justin Herbert type arm where the ball comes out and it's like shocking. It's like, wow, okay. He's got some mechanical things he needs to get worked out. But I want to see him have to come off of the first read. I want to see him in game 2 when there's some film on him. I want to see him against somebody who says, all right, we're going to press up a little bit. We're going to make these windows a little bit smaller. We're going to make you come off of the first read. And then what happens?
Well, right now he's going to be blessed because people are going to respect James Robinson. So they're going to give him a little bit of room with that. But, it's not going to be for long. I mean, these guys, the Jaguar receivers cannot consistently, I don't think they can do that what they did this week against a better team.
Bro, they're the real MVPs. That's the one thing you should come out of this feeling good about.
I mean, I feel a lot better about what they did.
About the receivers?
About the receivers, but I also know what happens when defenses have zero film on somebody. When you play, you don't know what this kid can do. Now, granted, I'm not saying that he didn't make the read. He did a good job of executing the game plan that they put out there.
He played a great game.
Right, but I think what's going to end up happening when you play teams, the more film they gather, the better, the more they feel comfortable with doing this, the more you're going to see them like really press his weaknesses. All it takes is 2 weeks of game film, if that.
Oh yeah, no, they'll be ready in Green Bay. Isn't that who the next game is?
Yeah, your next game's against Green Bay.
Is it at Green Bay?
It's at Lambeau.
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah, they'll be ready for him. And if here's the thing, I'm not being negative, Jag fans. I'm telling you, if the dude goes out there and goes 26 to 38 for 304 with 1 touchdown, 1 pick, then we got something. We are consistent on this show with, well, no, of course you tank. I mean, we've been consistent on this. You got to show me past the first start at the NFL level. You can tell a lot on the first start at the college level, by the way, but at the NFL level, you got to show me past that first start when teams have film on you, especially a guy like Jake Luton who didn't play a preseason. They didn't have anything on him except for college film. And Houston's not any good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that combination kind of lined up. with all that being said, if you would have told me before the day he was going to go 26 of 38 for 304, I'd have been like, okay, I'll take it. I don't believe you, but I'll take it. I mean, that's solid. And by the way, hit the spin move.
Yeah.
On the touchdown. I mean, you got to like what you see. You have to like what you see out of Jake Luton. And I will tell you one other thing that he did prove today, James. I don't know if you notice this. He's a little better fit for this offensive line.
He's the actual quarterback. Like, you know where he's going to be. He's taller, which was still odd to see balls get batted down early on, but he can see.
Mhm.
Like, he's not Gardner's a lot shorter. Gardner's, they say, 6 foot, but he's probably 5'11".
Yeah.
Easy. And he's actually more mobile than what I would have given him credit for. For a long guy.
Yeah. Yeah, he's very much, I'm hesitant to say this, but when I watched him today, he reminded me a lot of Justin Herbert, like just the way he plays. I'm not saying he's Justin Herbert, who, by the way, only has 1 win as a starter, but they play very similarly. Like it's big arms. They'll stride it out on you. I mean, you'll look up and they're 20 yards down the field. And if they need to hit the spin button, they can. I mean, they're not going to do it every time. They're not Lamar Jackson. They're not Kyler Murray. But that's who he reminds me of watching him play. He's got that skill set that Justin Herbert has. I need to see him come off reads. I'm going to go back and watch this game again, not for radio show purposes, but for my quarterback training purposes. I want to see how many times did he have to come off of the first progression, or how many times do you have to come off at least the second progression? Because it didn't seem like watching the game it was many.
What I do know, though, is that people know he's comfortable in the pocket, but he will run. But I do see more people bringing more blitzes at him. That's what I would
Like
do.
right up the middle.
Right up the middle. Take away his ability to step up, make him have to do something, and really make those tackles really have to earn their living. Who are mid at best. They're not very. They're not. I'm not gonna go and say they're the worst, but they're not extremely good. Neither one of them.
He had a throw to DJ Chark that was ruled. It was an incompletion. That he threw from the right hash all the way to the left side of the field on a rope that I tweeted out at Denny_Thompson. That I'm telling you, the way he threw that ball, there's only maybe 15 people in the league that could throw that. The kid's got an elite level arm. Just does he have it everywhere else? Like, he's almost the opposite of Gardner. Gardner seems to have it everywhere else. He's just lacking that arm strength.
Right.
Like, can Jake take in the offense the way Gardner can? Can he keep himself out of enough trouble to stay effective and still have that big arm? If he can, then yeah, I mean, you know who your backup is. You're still drafting a quarterback if you're in the top 2. That doesn't matter. Now the question is, do you want to see more of Jake Luton the rest of the year, or do you want to see more of Gardner Minshew the rest of the year?
Well, okay, that's the question that I wanted to pose to both of you guys, because I don't know how many Jaguars fans from the field. Do you think that there may be some Jaguars fans that do fall into the impression that you need to see more of Luton, A, and then B, if there would be a portion of those fans that would say, you know what, at the 2 spot, maybe we can just build around Luton like we kind of said last year.
What?
Maybe you build around Gardner. I mean, that was kind of the talk, wasn't it? You didn't have a lot of film on Gardner. Gardner looks good. Give him a year.
No, that's not
what
what
we
got.
got.
Around if
You
you're
have 2
playing
generational talents coming out.
Yeah,
Really, one.
If your plan is in the BYU kid,
I told you, right?
Whew.
Told you.
Forget Trey Lance.
Right.
Forget him bump him. He's 5th on the board right now.
Side note, shout out to your boy. I see why you got your quarterbacks catching on the tic tac.
To who?
Riley.
Oh, okay.
He was wide receivers catching all kinds of dimes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, excuse me. He's not. I don't want to disrespect.
He's a tight end.
He's a tight end.
Yeah, he is.
He's tough. He's tougher than a wide receiver.
Yeah, he's playing well. No, you don't build around Jake Luton, no matter what he does the rest of the year. I don't care if he goes out there and does this every game.
I'm not saying it. Listen, I'm going for Justin
That's
Fields
not
all
the question.
day. But
Jake, if you want to win, if you want to keep your job, there's only one way to do this, son. I'm here for you. I'm rooting for you because I'm an anarchist. Go out there and win. Win every week. Win 5 of the next, was it 8 that we got left? Or 9?
Golly, do we really?
We got 2 months. 5 games
We got
over the next
8
2 months.
games left?
Yeah, it got to be 8.
Yes,
no
we
bye
do.
week.
We have 8 games left.
We go into January.
We're
this year.
only halfway done with this crap.
So win, Gluten. Win, son.
I mean, here's
That's
our
the only
remaining-
way you're going to keep your job.
Here's our remaining schedule: at Green Bay, Pittsburgh then comes into town, Cleveland comes into town. We go to Minnesota.
W.
Then we have Tennessee on the 13th of December.
We beat them this time.
Baltimore. We're going to Baltimore on the 20th.
Easy dub. We keeping Lamar
Are you
in
suggesting
check.
let's try to get to 9 and 7?
Yeah, we're keeping Lamar in check.
Nick Foles returns to Jacksonville on the 27th.
We're gonna lose that because of Cardinals.
And January 3rd, we finish the season at Indy.
Whipping their tails. I only see 2 losses. 2 losses with Gluten.
Are you kidding me?
You can do anything with Gluten.
Oh, that would be just our luck too, is to get on like a little tour. We don't even have forget 8, a 2-game win streak, knock us down to picking number 9 overall.
Well, see, that's my biggest fear. Now, if you want to understand my biggest fear,
You just asked us if we were going to build around Jake Luton.
No, I'm not saying I don't want to build. I want Justin Fields.
Ain't nobody
I'm on the
asking
record.
that question in Jacksonville.
But I'm just saying, a guy. Remember last year, Gardner comes out. Gardner has those strings of games where you're like, well, we may have something when we paid all this money to Nick Foles, when we may have the next quote unquote Tom Brady, because that's what I heard from people that would call on the show. And I was like, wait a minute, hold on. Are you serious? And what you guys said at the beginning of the show, it's just a guy
You're asking the
we
wrong
don't have
question.
any tape on.
You're asking the wrong question, RJ. We are auditioning for the backup quarterback position next year.
Okay. No,
That's what we're doing right now. Glennon, I hope you didn't pack your stuff, because if they may carry both, they may keep Luton and Gardner. Neither one of them will be the long-term starter here. Not if you win 1 game and you go draft Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields.
I just want to
not going to happen.
Clear. You said, who did they say was the next Tom Brady?
There were some people that were saying, hey, we may have the next version,
there was
not
like
Tom
4
Brady,
people
Tom
on
Brady,
Twitter
but
that
we may
said
have
that.
we may have our version of Tom Brady. That's what I heard from
4
fans that would
people
call.
on
No, I'm
Twitter.
saying, who are they talking about?
Gardner Minshew. Last year.
Oh man, you see, that's what you get for
that.
Listening
Wasn't me.
I don't even. I respect all. I respect all my colleagues' opinions, but I don't listen to them either. So I mean, the thing is that we've had some, and it's not their fault. They have very good radio, but even people who are in the business have faulty expectations and very interesting takes. Our first year in radio, remember everybody said they did absolutely nothing. Everybody was like, we're a playoff team. We're like, no, this team is still the worst team in the NFL if they did nothing to get better. So, I mean, yeah, Gardner shows promise, and if you would have got some guys to perform, but this offseason might have been the worst offseason that the Jags have had since we've been here. If I'm thinking correct, I mean, you got better with Sherbert.
They had the 12 draft picks.
In theory, but but there was no vet that came in and just ooh, man, that vet, ooh, that's
They're prepared. They were prepared for Trevor or Justin.
Right.
But y'all still haven't answered my question. Do you want to see Luton the rest of the year, or do you want to see Gardner? If you can only pick one, which one do you want to see?
I want to see
which one do you got to make a decision on?
Because he's boring.
Huh?
I'm saying we know he's going to be the backup. We know we don't ever want him to be in.
They're both going to be a backup.
Gardner
here,
there's going to still be idiots that are like, give him one last shot. And I don't want the Doug Flutie thing. I want him gone. If we're going to move forward.
Can I suggest something? What if you play Gardner the rest of the year and he plays better, his thumb heals up, he plays better, and you can get something for him?
I don't need any more. We don't need any more draft picks.
That's fair.
We've got enough draft picks.
That's fair. You're right.
Sometimes.
By the way, go ahead.
Sometimes we have too many choices. Indecision steps in, or you just start when you got a little bit of extra bread in your pocket and you don't need the extra stuff, but it's there. So you buy it and it ends up messing up everything. That's kind of what. But that and I don't trust anybody with the last name.
We have a guy that's not very good with decisions.
Yeah, I don't trust anybody with the last name Caldwell.
Nobody?
No, not anybody. Rashay Caldwell. There could be a Shamika Caldwell. There could be a Dave. There is a Dave Caldwell. Douglas Caldwell. I don't trust him. I don't trust him.
Certainly don't want to give him decisions.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to make decisions with my life.
That's fair. All right, let's take our first break. When we come back, we'll stay a little bit on this offense, but I do want to get to defense, and I do want to shout out one specific Jag player on the defense and the baller that he freaking is. We'll get to that coming up next.
It's fun when you got a fish on the run. The Moe's Southwest Grill Fishing Forecast. With Captain Kevin, Thursday nights at 8. Brought to you by Ring Power, Fisherman's Dock Seafood Market, and Tire Outlet on 1010XL AM.
I feel like I got a great value. I am ecstatic about the diamond that I selected.
Meet Josh Pearl, another raving fan of Diamonds Direct.
I came in with an expectation of what I wanted to spend, and I walked out with a diamond that I was really pleased with.
Before coming to Diamonds Direct, Josh did a ton of online research trying to educate himself. But what he found out was that looking at grading specs on paper means nothing until you see multiple diamonds side by side.
On paper, when they say it's an excellent cut or a good cut, that's great. I don't know what that looks like. How does that translate into what the diamond actually looks like?
Diamonds Direct. Best education, best selection, best warranties, best value, and best of all, the best experience.
People really appreciate places that add a value of customer service to the people that walk into them. And I think that's exactly what Diamonds Direct does. They were glad that they helped me find a ring that I was ecstatic about.
Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
Off Town Center Parkway, just left of the Hyatt.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, that's se-ortho.com. 6 locations right here in the Jacksonville area. If something's bothering you, get it checked out. Go to se-ortho.com. Look at all the different things that they do with all the all-star group of doctors that they have. They're local. They're right here. They're not going anywhere. You need to go in there and see them. Stop limping around. Get into Southeast Orthopedic Specialist. That's se-ortho.com. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
It's so good it's scary. Mike Dempsey here for the monster turkey and cheddar triple wedge from Dandy Foods. 3 halves of plain old deliciousness that'll satisfy even the hardiest of appetites with fresh sliced smoked turkey, cheddar cheese on both sides, thank you very much, and they top it with creamy roasted red pepper mayo and serve it on fresh Pullman wheat baked the night before. It's a monster of a meal at just over $5. So the next time you're out and about, stop in at your local Circle K and make yours a monster turkey and cheddar from Dandy, and do it today.
If you struggle using CPAP, it can leave you feeling tired, forgetful.
Who put this banana in the toaster?
You did?
Cool, okay, just checking.
And even impact your health. Fortunately, now there's Inspire, a sleep apnea treatment that works inside your body with just the click of a remote. That's right, a button. No mask, no hose, just sleep. Inspire, sleep apnea innovation. Inspire is not for everyone. Talk to your doctor to see if it's right for you and review important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
The Florida Theater is back and rocking with 38 Special. Hit after hit after hit. 38 Special. December 10th at Florida Theater. 50% capacity. Seats are limited, so get them fast. 38 Special. Tickets on sale now. Call the box office or at floridatheater.com.
Contractors, need concrete demoed and hauled off? Get that concrete the plunk out of there. Call Plunk's Concrete Recycling and Demo. We want to recycle that clean concrete and have a storage yard to take it on. Need a pump truck or concrete can? We rent them. Now hiring equipment operators and construction superintendents. Plunk's Concrete, Recycling and Demo, 924-0006. Or online at CustomConcreteJacks.com. That's CustomConcreteJacks.com. Get that concrete the plunk out of there.
At Tropical Smoothie Cafe, one taste and you're feeling good now, smiling wider now, seeing brighter now, bucket dunking now, namasteing now, popping a wheelie now, living lighter now. You're on Tropic Time now. And on Mondays, try our Jaguars Duval Delight smoothies for $2.99. And you're roaring louder now, end zone dancing now, sipping spirit now. You're on Tropic Time now at Tropical Smoothie Cafe.
Jaguars fans, let's tackle social injustice together with Selfies for Change. Visit TIAAbank.com/selfies for change to take a virtual selfie with a Jaguars player and unlock a $5 donation to the Jaguars Foundation to help fight social injustice. Share your photo on Instagram or Twitter using hashtag Selfies for Change so more fans can be part of the movement. Join us today at TIAAbank.com/selfies for change. TIAA Bank is the official bank of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
If you're a business owner, property manager, or run a restaurant or hotel, are you tired of your garbage company raising their prices with hidden fees? What if you could add to your bottom line and declare your freedom with the exclusive fixed price guarantee at Freedom Waste Management, a family-owned, locally based waste management company? Visit freedomwastemgt.com to talk to an expert and lock in your fixed price guarantee, premium service, and competitive pricing. That's Freedom Waste Management.
Lauren Brooks here, and I have a new favorite place for buying the freshest seafood in town. Fisherman's Dock, founded right here on the First Coast and recently voted Best Seafood Market in Jacksonville by the readers of Jacksonville Magazine. All 4 locations carry the absolute best selection of fresh seafood from around the world. They make it easy for you to enjoy the freshest seafood at home.
Fisherman's Dock, where seafood lovers shop. Fisherman's Dock, the ultimate seafood shop.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. 1010XL. Join us in the Sports Den. Call or text 641-1010.
He's been listening.
I mean, I told him you got to fight. It's a little early, but it's okay. It's better than not.
Proud of you, RJ.
Gang banging. You think this is what they're listening to in the locker room?
They should.
That could explain why they play better.
They should. They should have him come in and speak to the team.
Definitely.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk to him. Let's just let this play on a loop for another hour and 32 minutes. Florida opened as a 16.5-point favorite. No, that's tomorrow. Sorry. We've got a lot of college to get into tomorrow. It's going to be hard not to get into it the second hour, but we got a lot to get in tomorrow. Somebody on the text line hit us up. Something about, love the show. Really going to try and wait till tomorrow to plead Notre Dame's case for getting props.
But you got to plead. Y'all beat the number 1 team in the nation. Shoot.
Y'all beat them.
Bumps.
Yeah. Got to plead nothing. I thought y'all were going to get just completely devastated. Completely devastated by them. But y'all didn't. So, good stuff. And it was a good game. It was a great game. Miles Jack, bro.
Man, he might have killed somebody.
Miles Jack is...
Put my man right in concussion protocol.
He's having his best season. The positive side of that is that he's having his best season and that he is a Pro Bowl caliber player. The only one we can say that about. And y'all miss me with Josh Lambo. I don't want to hear that man's name right now.
He might have been hurt again.
Of course. I mean, I know he's perfect in Jacksonville and field goals, but he missed an extra point today. If he wouldn't have missed, that would have been a tie game because it wouldn't have had to go for 2. If you go back to the Tennessee game when everything was still good around here, he had that weird kickoff to start at the end of the first half, remember?
Yeah.
That's
what hurt him, right?
Yeah, right. I don't want to. I'm not talking about kickers when I say Pro Bowl. Miles Jack is a Pro Bowl quality defensive player. But that's the good news.
But Lambeau hasn't kicked enough field goals anyway to be.
I know. I'm just saying. And the bad news is it's really kind of sad when the media and when fans all say something for 3 years that the coaches argue in the meeting the fans are right. Why was he ever playing in the middle? Literally everybody except Todd Wash knew this guy was special on the outside.
I think
and y'all forced that man to the middle.
I think it was the player. You get more. I think it gets the mic gets noticed more. I don't know if they get more money. It's just I want to. But then he realized how bad he stunk. He's like, if I want to be in this league, I need to be playing outside.
I don't think it was him. I don't think you think it was him.
It had to have been. There's no other reason why you would.
If it wasn't him, I mean, there's a lot of reasons Todd Wash should be fired, but that should be the main one.
Well, Todd is bad. He's not any good. I'm starting to question him as a person.
Oh dear.
But his players don't like playing in this scheme. He's gotten everything that he asked for. Players who have no choice but play in this scheme and be good, and they stink too. Like but letting players be able. It's a difference between having players freestyle, especially the good ones. It's bad, which is extremely bad when you have players freestyle and they're out of position. They're in a position that that's unnatural to them. And that's when we talked about the mic position, which is, again, RJ, why you can't listen to everybody's opinion on it, because while the fans did say it, respected media people, reputables, were saying that he looked good in practices that both me and Denny were at. And I'm like, I don't know what they're seeing. They're seeing something obviously different than what I'm seeing. So this would be a good time for the Jags to plan, have a 3-year plan. Obviously, firing a coach needs to be included in that, but Miles Jack is definitely, in whatever position he's at, is definitely something that you could build around. Possibly draft a good middle linebacker. Not saying get rid of Sherbert, but it would be nice to have one that is a little updated, not an antiquated model. And find a pass rusher. I hate this thing. We got to keep finding pass rushers in the draft, but this ain't it.
Well, I think, yeah.
I mean,
you got to find a push up the middle.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, you've got to find that. I watched Josh Allen a lot today, and God bless him. Like, he's leaving it all out there. He's giving everything he's got. He's getting a couple of pressures. Like, he's doing his thing. He's still the same guy we all thought he was. It's just he's got no help. I tweeted out another video of Taven Bryan today. Did you see the one I tweeted out?
No. Did he do something good?
Bro, no. It was almost as bad as the unplug moment at Dallas. I don't even know what this guy's doing. Pump that. He don't know what he's doing. Go look at my Twitter at the one I tweeted out.
In his defense, he's not any good. He didn't draft himself.
But listen, Taven, here's what you are. You're the you teach me to football guy. You line up and you just run as hard as you can into the guy in front of you.
Wait a minute.
Yes, you're seeing it.
Did he wave?
Yes. He's getting driven back at Denny_Thompson. Go to my Twitter and look at this. He's getting driven back 9 yards, and he's pointing at somebody while he's getting driven back. Like, dude, just be the poster child for CTE. Go as hard as you can at the inside shoulder of the guy that's lined up in front of you, and you probably play for 7 years in the NFL. I don't know what you're doing. So I can't put any blame on Josh Allen right now when he's got that lining up next to him. But to your point, Miles Jack is definitely a piece that you have in place.
What did he do?
Isn't that hysterical?
So, okay, a few things just to break down this film so people can get a visual while you're driving. So, football player, coach is one thing, and then performance trainer kind of kicks in at the latter half. So I'm watching the guy get absolutely blown off the line. Like, he's in his stance, the other guy's 2 yards into his chest. He's already done. He's going backwards. He waves. He's like, hi. Then I think it throws the guard off, and he's just like, oh my God, ew. And then so he passes him off to the other teammate. And then that teammate's driving him backwards. And then he gets out of football mode because now the running back's past him. And he's trying to run, and he does this little glitch thing with his arm, with his right arm. His elbow just goes up in the air.
It's like Tourette.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, like you're trying to generate force like with your arms, but You go backwards to do that. You don't like go upward. Like you
It's
know,
like he was gonna fly.
yeah. It's like he tried to uppercut the sky, and it's just like, wow, you are something special.
It was so funny. I saw it live, and I just kind of caught it out of the corner of my eye, and I was like, "Wait, let me rewind that." And then I'd walked right up close to the TV and just to record it with my phone. It's a Taven moment.
This is the guy that some jerk. This is what baffles me. It's not when people, because I've consistently said this. I am not the guy that tells people you can't argue sports if you never played that sport.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, make sure your argument is valid. It's rooted in something, or that's going to always be a comeback. I tell people I've been consistent about my hatred of Taven Bryan since he was drafted. I never understood it. Maybe it's because I like Malik. I don't know.
And then we doubled down at the practice we were at.
Yeah, then when I saw the practice and I saw Calais have to whisper to the rookie undrafted free agent, "Hey man, we've been doing this for a while. Let him win. Just let him win." That's not supposed to happen to your stud guy that you went out and got. He's supposed to dominate. If nothing else, he's supposed to dominate the undrafted free agent just to boost his confidence. Then the reset button getting pushed in the middle of a game. And somebody argued with me and said, "Have you watched film on Taven or are you just listening to the media and what they said?" I'm like, I was offended. I'm like, out of all the people to ask, have they watched film? Like, I can see, like, you not saying that Hayes wouldn't watch film, but like I get that. That's what I do. I like film. Like, I'm making an educated discussion based upon him being terrible. Forget watching film. You can watch a game and never hear his name called. That's not
He went
good.
the first 3 games without a stat.
You brought up J.J. Watt, and I said he's old and washed. But I will say this: in comparison to Taven Bryan, you actually hear J.J. Watt's name called in a game with the guy who's speaking over the loud system, or if you're watching at home, you'll say, "Hey, J.J. Watt disrupted this play." Name me how many times you've ever heard a commentator say, "Wow, look at Taven Bryan. He just destroyed the play." Probably on one hand.
Yeah.
That penalty was on Taven Bryan.
Okay, I guess that could count. Maybe 2 hands when we add penalties.
The thing about him, though, is
he doesn't even do aggressive penalties, which is nothing aggressive about
If you do watch him, though, about 30% of the plays, he will fire off. Now, he won't get penetration. He'll get stonewalled, but he won't get pushed back either. And maybe this is on Todd Wash. Maybe y'all got him trying to do too much. That's what you do, Taven. You probably got a 7 to 10 year career because you're a big dude. Like, you go give yourself a concussion. Like, I mean, just go as hard as you can into that guard every single play, man. Maybe he don't want to play for 7 years. He's got money. Maybe he's like, you know what? I don't want to retire. I don't mean known as that guy, but if nobody hears my name after this first contract, that's cool.
I achieved my dream.
Right.
I mean,
I got drafted in the first round. Who would have thunk it?
Stealing money. Like, it'll be one of those scam. Like, just the state of Florida is known for scammers. And this is just a long-term thing. Like, I just need to. I don't want people going around with this University of Florida thing, because I need CJ to turn around and give me that. Like, give me some hope, man. Because right now, dude, I'm high on him.
CJ's made some plays.
He has, but he's
made some plays. He's still learning.
He's also had plays made on, which happens. I just need him to happen a little less.
What was your opinion on the that pass interference call, where the Texans were like all the way at, what was it, their 2 or something like that? Like, they're in the end zone. Deshaun Watson throws like a 50-yard bomb, and
is that the one that should have been?
Oh, that shouldn't have been. No, that shouldn't have been a pass interference. I don't think.
What's the one? That's not the one that should have been a delay game, right? Well, he was just beat. Like,
yeah.
I need you. If you're beat and you just get a PI, that's great. That's
better than I don't think this shouldn't have been a pass interference. I know the one you're talking about. It was like put his left hand on the guy, but he didn't really
pushed him.
He didn't really need to do it. He was actually in good position. 755 on the Lifetime Closure text line says, "Please give this man props. Taven has been balling this season. He's better than Alu and was drafted lower than him." Taven, stop texting our show.
One, don't ever disrespect Tyson Alualu like that. Tyson Alualu knows it's not one. Again, Not his fault that he got drafted at 10 when he had a second to third round grade. Was that Shaq?
Just like it's not Taven's fault.
No, Taven was considered like you're right. It ain't Taven. In his defense, he's not any good. He can't help that. He was like born this way or something like that. Like he's just not any good. Tyson, I'm gonna tell you why Tyson got picked up. Much like our left tackle Djokovic or whatever his name. Jokul, that's it. The joke.
No,
he wasn't any good.
Jokul only played one more year,
but he got picked up.
Yeah.
Name me somebody who's gonna pick Taven Bryan up with a clear conscience.
Maybe as a backup, you would think.
Where?
He's a backup here now.
Why would you pick him up when there's so much better talent coming out next year? But I'm saying, like, Tyson got picked up by Pittsburgh. He went from a loser to a winner.
Gene Smith drafted Allo.
Okay. But Tyson was never one of those. I'll give you that. He wasn't an impact guy, but he felt that he was in the stat sheet at least every now and then.
We still remember his name.
Y'all say Taven Bryan, and he's balling off of him making a play in 2 games. That's the opposite. Like that's cool for a 7th rounder, not a first pick. Like the first pick, they flew this man in on a private jet. People had to work extra at JAX. They hopefully got my guy Chauffeur Boz to pick him up, but they probably didn't. So some poor schmuck had to wake up and get away from his children to go pick him up from the airport, drive him to the stadium. They took all these fancy pictures, probably had charcuterie in Alcavita alkaline water and all kinds of other stuff, like tasty beverages for him. They rolled out the red carpet for this guy. And this is the thanks he gives the city of Jacksonville?
Hey, Dom's right, though. Dom's like, I don't know if you can call Taven a scammer when Dave Caldwell called him and asked to pay him millions to be sorry.
Hey, what I'm saying is, you're right. You don't get to pick. Actually, you know what? I can't even. On Facebook, we got Raynard hits us up, says Tyson at least had a good Senior Bowl. That's part of the reason why they took the reach on him. Taven was left early, right?
Dude, I'm a Gator fan.
There's no.
And when they made the pick, I'm like, huh?
Remember when I said how I know he's trash? Because this kid talks on Facebook Seminole groups. Probably our worst center that ever played at Florida State. When I saw him get pancaked 3 times in a game by him, I was like, I don't want that guy anywhere near my football field.
Well, here's all you need to know. The Jags are the worst team in the NFL, or at least at best, second worst team in the NFL. And we consistently talk about how bad Taven is. That's how bad he is. Think about that. We're not Pittsburgh picking on one person. You're on a roster full of badness, and we're still talking about you being bad. That's not good. I mean, swing and a miss. Again, that's what Dave Caldwell does. How he's still here, who knows? You know what's going to happen.
They're going to sign him to like a 10-year lifetime deal.
No. What's going to happen is Jake Luton's going to have a decent second half of the year, and it's going to be, oh, look, Dave Caldwell found another quarterback in the 6th round.
If they do it, I'm going to blame some of the people in this room. Not you. I'm just saying, like, in general, I'm definitely blaming RJ.
Why are you always going to blame me for something I didn't do?
Gluten, it's the quarterback that we go with. I'm going to blame people for suggesting it. Don't give them any suggestions. Don't. Was it Inception where you put the idea in somebody's head and then they think it's theirs? No. Stay away from. Be gluten free. That's what gluten free. That's the Jags for me. That needs to be the same. It's cool right now. We ain't got no choice. But like in the long term for your health, stay away from gluten.
Do we have? I saw it was being cut up. Do we have Marone sound? We got it. All right.
Yeah, I'll go get it. I'll go get it.
Let's come back with that. I'd love to hear because remember Douglas Marone said they're about to get crazy this week. Things were changing. So I'd love to hear what he had to say after the game today. Doug Marone sound coming up next.
Newsmakers, playmakers, and insiders from around the NFL join Jaguars Today. Roof It Right. Hot Seat. Listen to Mike and Tony every day for the latest scoops from Jacksonville and beyond. Roof It Right. Roof It Right so you can sleep at night.
You have to be up in 5 hours, 2 hours, 6 minutes. And when you hear, you realize that you haven't slept a wink. That's why there's ZzzQuil Pure Z's, a drug-free blend of botanicals with an optimal dose of melatonin, so you can fall asleep naturally with no next-day grogginess. It's available in both liquid and gummies, tastes great, and is non-habit forming. Pick up ZzzQuil Pure Z's from the sleep experts at Vicks ZzzQuil. ZzzQuil Pure Z's, naturally superior sleep. Available at retailers near you.
I'm John Morgan. After my brother Tim suffered a terrible accident, the lawyer we hired to help us ended up hurting us more. We didn't know any better, and boy, did I learn quickly that all law firms are not the same. The lawyer you choose makes all the difference. That's why over the last 30 years, I set out to build a different kind of law firm, now America's largest injury law firm, where every client is treated like I would want to be treated all those years ago. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. Dial pound law on your cell. Office, Jacksonville.
Hey, it's Rick Ballou from McGowan's AC, and guys, I got a deal for you. You know, I love the fall weather, but these temperature changes can put a stress in your AC system. My friends at McGowan's always say preventative AC maintenance pays for itself, so they're offering a special one-time fall tune-up for just $50 per system. Heard me right, $50 for a fall tune-up to keep you comfy all season. Call them today, 264-COOL. For McGowan's AC, the official heating and air conditioning partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Advance is helping you get your engine ready for the road this holiday season with the right oil, the right filter, at the right price every day. Get 5 quarts of full synthetic Mobil 1, Valvoline, Castrol Edge, or Pennzoil Platinum with the Mobil 1 oil filter for just $33.99. Plus, this holiday season, get a $25 NBA store gift card and 2 times Speed Perks points instantly with the purchase of 5 quarts of Mobil 1. Advance your auto at Advance Auto Parts and participating CarQuest locations. See store for details.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Hi, this is Joe Butler from Black Creek Outfitters. Getting outside on the water in the Florida sun may be the best medicine of all. At Black Creek, we specialize in getting you out on the water on kayaks and paddleboards. 2 things we offer: free delivery in the area and 12 months no interest financing. Call us up at 904-645-7003, and we can get your new kayak or paddleboard out to you today so you can get on the water tomorrow. Black Creek Outfitters, locally owned and operated by the Butler family since 1983.
As an investor, what do you get from a discount broker or mutual fund? Not much. But if you're seeking planning, financial architecture, direction, and personal interaction, we're a fee-based, independent, credentialed financial advisor. We are Capital Dimensions Wealth Management, a Jacksonville-based firm that performs in-depth analysis and on-site interviews with companies globally before investing our clients' money. If we can help, call 730-3877 or drop by our office on University Boulevard. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA and SIPC.
Guys, this is Movember. The urologists with McKeever Clinic urge you to take action to live healthier, happier, and longer lives. Take the time to stay connected to your friends and have open conversations about men's health. Know the numbers. At 50, talk to your doctor about prostate cancer. If it runs in the family, do it at 45. Be inspired to grow out your mustache this Movember to raise awareness for men's health. McKeever Clinic, innovators in urological care since 1921. McKeeverClinic.com.
Start off this football season with $50 off a set of Yokohama tires. Mike Dempsey here for Tire Outlet. Tire Outlet has 12 locations all over Northeast Florida and literally wholesale prices to the public and full automotive repair. It's your one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs. But right now, for $50 off a set of Yokohama tires, go to TireOutlet.com/offers.
Wholesale prices, premium service, Tire Outlet.
Instant Keys specializes in creating replacement automotive keys and keyless entry remotes, even when all the originals are lost or broken. Instant Keys provides expert service for nearly every foreign and domestic vehicle, including the high-end luxury models like BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, and Infiniti. With Instant Keys, you'll get dealership-level service at a fraction of the cost without the hassles. For honest professional locksmith service, call the best around. Instant Keys, 722-1111.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. XL. Join us in the Sports Den. Call or text 641-1010.
Coming to you from the Quick Draw Rapid Testing Studio. We went out this weekend, maybe came in contact with some people that have the COVID, or you're just not feeling well, maybe you're uncomfortable. $40 in 10 minutes. We got you covered. Quick Draw Rapid Testing. QUIK. Lose the C. QUIK. Quick Draw Rapid Testing.com. Get over there. Get tested. Find out right away. And it's not going to break the bank either over at Quick Draw Rapid Testing. While you're there, get some of that 8-hour hand sanitizer as well. They got new stuff coming out every week over there too. So just get to quickdrawrapidtesting.com. Get that taken care of. If you missed it earlier in the show, RJ suggested that we have found our future at quarterback and that we will be building around him in this year's draft.
Don't misquote me. I didn't say that.
Is that what he said?
That's what it sounded like to me.
I
We just
wasn't
need to
saying build around him. I told Rick Ballou I tried to use some phrasing to rhyme with Justin Fields, that we're doing this to get Fields. I'm on the Justin Fields bandwagon. If we're not going to get Lawrence, then let's go get Fields. But I just feel that there's going to be some individuals that may say, well, if he's to start for the remainder of this season, and let's just say you see something.
Who are you listening to? Who are you following?
I'm just listening. I'm not listening to anybody. I'm just saying we were here like a year ago, revisionist history, where people were like, Gardner may be something in the NFL. What if somebody says,
RJ, take a breath. Listen, a year ago, we were already talking about Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields. So a year ago, it was like, don't draft a quarterback this year. Wait. Like, we've been talking about Trevor Lawrence for 3 years now.
Yeah.
Well, all I'm telling you, I'm trying to be a friend to you. All I'm telling you is if you are following people or listening to people who are suggesting these things, unfollow them.
I'm just trying to be the guy that says, what if you're random Jaguars fan that says, Jake Luton may not be that bad if you put an offensive line around him.
You don't listen to him. You zone him out.
They're terrible people if they have that. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that you don't need those kind of friends in your life.
It's the same person that's saying go ahead and sign Taven Bryan, lock him up for a second contract. Is there anybody that, I guess DJ Chark, is there anybody that you lock up right away on this roster? DJ, right?
Yeah. DJ gives you some stuff. I think if you can keep damn, I can't think of the fast receiver's name.
Keelan?
No.
Conley?
Yeah, Conley. If you can, not lock him up, but he's a good third or fourth option. Like, that's just what he is. That's what he is. You keep that guy on.
I'm still pro Josh Allen. I will say that. I still like Josh Allen.
I can't get 1 year good, 1 year bad. I mean, 1 year so far not great. So I'm not going to knock him for that. Softly happens.
Yeah.
I think you go find another explosive wide receiver or a tight end if you can get those guys in the draft.
Okay. If Kyle Pitts ain't here, I'm pitching a fit.
Where do you draft him?
He's not going in the top 10.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I mean, I shouldn't say I'm pitching a fit. I don't know where the Rams pick is going to fall, but
what are we doing with Colin? Is Colin Johnson hurt?
He played today.
He did? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't remember.
444 says, I listen to y'all every night for the last 2 years. When I do this garbage job at night, I promise you they were saying the same thing.
They were saying that when you were that's no way to talk about working for the Jags.
No, he's saying because there's one before he says he's talking to RJ. Says you are totally correct. Last year at the same time they were saying the exact same thing. They're having a brain fart. I don't think we were saying that.
We.
Well, I don't understand. I don't understand.
Who is we? Like you've talked
I've
about
been
Trevor
talking about
Lawrence
drafting
since
Trevor
Trevor Lawrence
Lawrence.
was 17 years old.
Right.
You've been on this trip.
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying like random.
No, this
Jag
texter
fans.
was saying.
No, he was saying us. Like we're saying that stop listening to those people. I know there were people who said Gardner Minshew is this, that, and blah blah blah.
Well, and I'll be fair. Like I started this season with Gardner going, okay, he may be something, but we weren't very pro Gardner in the offseason.
We said the best quarterback in the scrimmage is now currently a backup with the Steelers.
Third string because Ben went down for a minute and they put in the other cat.
Oh.
I thought Dobbs was going to get in today. 382 lock Cam Robinson up. That is an interesting one because if you're not going to draft an offensive lineman early, then that's Cam Robinson may not be a bad one to go ahead. I don't know. It depends how much you think you're going to pay him.
Yeah.
Like that's going to be the thing with him. Is he going to want like real good left tackle money? Because if so, I don't.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's try. Let's take our chances.
Yeah. Doug Marrone sound today. Of course, the first thing is Doug Marrone on Jake Luton's debut.
Yeah, I think, I was, again, more impressed with just the mannerism. I mean, not shaken, the way he went after it. Obviously, he made some, really good throws and a couple that, you want to have back. And, but just, getting the plays in and out, no delay games, things like that. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can check off and, feel good about.
Can you, like, we should save that. You can play that probably next week. And nobody would know the difference.
The sound quality is excellent in this.
Like, I'm so tired of you coaches.
Good job. Does Michael cut this up?
Doing these damn interviews and not saying anything.
He said he had good mannerism.
I swear, I like that. The one thing I take from this is that I haven't heard somebody say that one before. Like, he reached in there. He looked in Merriam-Webster's and said, you know what? I need a new word that I can use to describe this. Mannerisms. That was the only thing I liked about it. Everything else he said, absolutely nothing.
Mannerism, a habitual gesture or way of speaking or behaving.
He behaved.
Excessive or self-conscious use of a distinctive style in art, literature, or music. Marrone on Luton's athleticism and the final drive.
Yeah, I think, a lot of times just in, when we think about, overall athletic, you think about the quarterback on the other side, Deshaun Watson, who's extremely athletic, but Jake's athletic enough. So, he made a nice move, got in there. You saw the emotion, it's an intense personality. And I think that's probably one of the toughest things. You get the ball at the end of the game, you're down by 8, and, you got to lead your team. And, I thought he did a heck of a job there, getting everyone on the ball, getting the plays called, delivering the football, and giving us a chance.
Real talk, that last drive was impressive.
Yeah.
That last drive, especially for somebody's first game, that was, you got to finish it. You got to get the 2-point conversion. I didn't like the play call, but, it was a very impressive drive by Jake Luton. I want to skip the number 3, cut 3. Go to cut 4. Marrone on quarterback decision moving forward.
Like I said, the other, Gardner right now is not throwing, so it's not even a decision as of right now. If it changes between now and then, we'll make a decision. But right now, I don't have to. So I'm still trying to get over, the stuff that happened today.
It didn't sound.
That sounds like Gardner's done. In his mind, let's play that again.
Like I said, the other, Gardner right now is not throwing, so it's not even a decision as of right now. If it changes between now and then, we'll make a decision. But right now, I don't have to. So I'm still trying to get over, the stuff that happened today.
Wow. He said the other guy. He's like, that other guy. Shoot. Somebody help me. Gardner.
He's like,
who is that dude that we had starting at the beginning?
Gardner.
He's
Gardner.
Out of sight, out of mind, man.
Wow.
So disrespectful.
Dang. I do want to hear what he had to say on the missed delay of game.
No, I mean, obviously it was, missed. There's only one person on the crew that's, he's in charge of watching the clock. So I think we all saw it, and I think everyone knows how we all feel about it. So I think that's all I'm going to say about it because, not worth it.
Otherwise, he don't want to get fined. Was I the only one that heard the music in the background?
No, I heard it too.
I heard it too.
Were they having a hoedown in the locker room?
That's what they don't let them play rap music.
Play that again
when they lose.
See if we can figure out the song.
No, I mean, obviously it was, missed. There's only one person on the crew that's, he's in charge of watching the clock. So I think we all saw it, and I think everyone knows how we all feel about it. So I think that's all I'm going to say about it because,
I mean, wasn't this like a Zoom?
Not worth it.
I think this was via Zoom.
All right. Marone's like, bump you. I'm playing my music, eating my bologna sandwich. I got 8 games left. You want to hear from Jake?
Yeah, why not? Just these losers. Why we have them,
man. Jake, on how his debut felt.
It felt great. I would have liked to come out of it with a win, but man, it was fun getting out on the field with the guys and just getting to play football.
Okay.
Luton on calling plays for the first time in the NFL?
No, it felt great. I felt confident, stepped in the huddle, and felt like we didn't skip a beat. It felt good, and I felt prepared.
Okay.
Luton and Fred Taylor discussing his touchdown run and his spin move.
Hey, man, I just want to tell you that stiff arm and that spin move, where you get it from?
I think watching you growing up.
I appreciate that, man. Hey, good job. You're off to a good start, man. I'm in your corner.
Thank you.
The
Appreciate
stiff arm
it.
was actually kind of nice.
Yeah. People are a little too chummy. I mean, I know we all know what we're trying to do here. It's a collective effort.
You don't like the stiff arm?
No, the stiff arm. The play was good. It's just
Stiff arm was better than the spin
Fred,
move.
y'all just lost. You was mad last week. These your guys. You played in an era where there was a little bit more loyalty. Where NFL was still like college a little bit, but like now these.
What are we collectively trying to do? I just want to be on this. I want to be on the team.
Tank.
Oh, okay.
Like I get it. Like, but we're not supposed to be like, yeah, man. Hey, dude. Hey, cuz. Hey, that was a Taven. That was a hell of a way to sell that, man. Like when you did that little stiff arm wave thing,
Taven,
and then like the glitch when you tried to change gears. Hey, chase on. That was an amazing way to not steal the edge. I know that you learned this like in Pop Warner, and you're not a defensive end or a linebacker. We don't know what you are, but you're something good
guru.
enough. You said a what?
He's a sack guru. Remember?
Yes, a sack guru with no sacks. Which is sad. But then who else messed up on that? Miles, we tried to put you in the middle, even though we had to shift you, but you did that freestyle thing where you just jumped out of the damn hole. But I like how everybody came together and we all sold this.
We made
so
the tackle.
Well.
Made the tackle.
Eventually, but
made the tackle.
We didn't make it downfield. We had too many tackles for loss at that point. We can't go out here and actually try to win a game.
Luton on what he said to the team on the last drive.
Just tell them not to press. If everybody just does their job on every play, we're going to move the ball. We're a good team. We got talented players, and so just do your job. If all 11 guys just do their part, we'll be good. And we put a drive together. Would have liked to finish it there at the end, but I'm proud of the guys. I thought they did a really good job.
Luton, that's not your fault at the end. I know what happened at the end. I know exactly what happened. Luton goes stiff arm, spin, touchdown. And all of a sudden, they get a call from the owner's box talking about, wait, what y'all trying to do here?
What are you?
Hold on, partner. You trying to win?
Oh, here's what you're going to call for the 2-point conversion, Gruden.
It was the mustache called David, and his voice always sounds odd. It just I don't like it's
David.
No, David. I don't care what his voice sounds like. Shots, but say David, I need you to. This isn't part of the plan that you sold me.
No. But why are we scoring?
Fix this.
Yes.
David didn't even call Douglas. David said, Jay, you think the pictures of you in Washington were bad. Wait till we show you partying and living it up on Riverside Ave.
Wait till we release the video.
Yeah, when we release we're going to release the audio first. Then we're gonna, which sounds terrible. Then we're gonna release the video.
You know what to do.
And we're
You
gonna
wanna
release a
continue to be
3D
happy,
copy.
don't
We're gonna
you?
release a 3D copy. We need you to make sure.
We've got a virtual reality headset waiting.
We're gonna do a Zoom presentation with all the media.
All I got to do is press this button and it's over for you.
You know what to do.
You know. So then he calls some 2-point conversion play, and then it doesn't work. So,
last thing, Luton on his offensive weapons.
Yeah, I mean, we got guys all over the place. James is awesome. Our wideouts do a great job. I think we got some good tight ends, and the O-line also does a really good job. So I think I just got to keep working on getting the ball in their hands and letting them work.
that's interesting statement. When I think of weapons, all over the place.
Well, all over the place is a stretch. But
think
there's weapons here.
I mean, yeah. Think of Ebron. Think of Claypool. I think of Juju Smith-Schuster. I think of, was it Johnson, the other guy?
Man, don't get me started on him. He has
decent.
done nothing this year.
He did something this week.
This week, Deontay Johnson?
I thought he did.
I've got him on my fantasy team. I don't know that he did. Hold, and I'll tell you. I don't know which fantasy team. One of them on our league.
He got 14 points today.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Well, while you're looking that up, we do have sound. You were talking about you wanted to know if Doug Marrone executed on the crazy bleep this week, and I have that if you want it.
Have what?
Doug Marrone on if he executed
crazy stuff. Okay.
on doing
Yeah,
some
let me hear
crazy
this.
stuff.
They do some crazy stuff.
I think we did some different things. I mean, I think they helped us. So, I think we'll take a good look and whether we expand on it. I think it's a little
No,
bit
Doug, you
difficult
can't
to,
come in with that energy and then come out with this energy. You can't come in yelling, we're going to do some crazy-ish, and then the question's asked about you, and you go, yeah, I think we did some different stuff. No, Doug, that's not how this works.
I think we did some different things. I mean, I think they helped us. So, I think we'll take a good look and whether we expand on it. I think it's a little bit more difficult to, do that stuff on offense. We got a young quarterback. We want to make sure we train him properly and get him, off to a good start. So I think, a lot of those things go in play. I think, we had some stuff, but, I think when LaVisca went down early on, like I said earlier, we had some things with him, but, that got
Statue of
mixed.
Liberty.
So
In the
at
annexation
the end
of
of the
Puerto
day,
Rico.
we just judge. We got to win. I mean, we got to figure out
Here's
how
my
we can
thing
keep
with
this thing
this.
going and keep these guys playing and, put them in position.
How long is this?
The squarest person I know that I could think of, because it's without fatigue setting in, is RJ. If RJ says, I'm going to do something crazy, he said, hey, James, this is RJ. This is what RJ does. RJ is especially, so it's going to be just me. I'm living my best life for like 10 days or something like that.
Okay.
So if I don't show up, that means I had too good of a time.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gone. I'm just they're leaving me.
Okay.
But if RJ's like, James, you're gonna be bored. It's gonna be lonely. Let's go out. Let's have a crazy time. I know you don't work
Do some
Tuesday.
crazy
I know you don't work Tuesday, but let's go get crazy. And I'm like, you know what? All right. Okay. I like this side. Let's do this. All right. We're gonna go, James. We're gonna have a drink. I've never had tasted alcohol before, or I didn't like the taste of it. But by golly, I'm gonna get me something to drink. Hey, barkeep, let's get crazy. Bring me one of those hard root beers. I'd slap the hell out of him.
Let's go to Hooters.
Like, yeah. I heard, James, I always hear you talk about these chicken wings, and I've heard Hooters has amazing wings. Like, RJ, just calm down. There's too much excitement. Your heart's going to explode. That's basically what Doug Marrone just did. Like, he's like, we're going to go crazy. And then he does this.
LaVisca got hurt.
Then he's like, yeah, we were going to go wild, but then the rookie got hurt. The rookie we don't really utilize anywhere near enough now. Oh, man.
8 o'clock coming up next.
I'm Hayes Carline, and what I say goes. Listen to my closing argument presented by the personal injury law firm of Harrell & Harrell weekdays on The Frangie Show. Can you handle the truth?
Jaguars fans, you could win big when you buy a ticket to the Jaguars 50-50 raffle presented by Duval Motor Group. Even if you can't make it on game day, you can buy your tickets from anywhere in the state for both home and away games at jaguars5050.com. As a bonus, tickets are buy one, get one prior to kickoff. If one winner takes half the jackpot, the remaining half benefits the Jaguars Foundation's charitable programs. Visit Jaguars5050.com today and buy your tickets now.
Let's fire up the flavor and ignite those appetites. Let's slow down and smell the barbecue. Because all your favorites are smoked for hours and ready for eating when you are. From our famous ribs to slow smoked pork. Enjoy some perfection by the plateful, safely in our dining room or in the comfort of your home. With curbside pickup, drive-through, and delivery. Sonny's Barbecue, local pit masters since '68.
Let's talk about flooring. Prosser here. Are you tired of old, worn out, and possibly even damaged floors? It's time to upgrade your flooring with luxury vinyl plank hardwood, tile, and stone. The same quality and buying experience you've come to expect from Lifetime Enclosures, you can now expect from Lifetime Flooring. Buy today, pay next year financing. They follow all CDC guidelines for a safe shopping experience. So stop by their showroom on Phillips Highway near Sunbeam or go to lifetimeflooringjacks.com.
The Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute is back to normal business hours. In conjunction with Baptist Health, JOI and JOI Rehab are following the best practices to provide you and their employees with a safe environment, including patients and staff wearing masks and the ability to utilize their new virtual waiting room. JOI is still offering telehealth services if you prefer to do so. If you have questions before coming in for an appointment, please call JOI 2000. JOI, where the pros go.
Can you believe it's November already? Ticket here. Right now, Zero Res offering an early bird special. It's a big one, folks. Book today and Zero Res will clean your carpets for only $43 per room. Plus, they'll give you 25% off your tile and grout cleaning. Huge savings on both carpet and tile cleaning if you book early. Don't wait or maybe too late. Call Zero Res 287-5727, 287-5727, or book online at ZeroResJacksonville.com. Zero Res, spell it forwards or backwards, man. It's the right way to clean. Zero Res.
Looking for a different golf experience and new adventure? This is Russ Libby, and I'd like to invite you to bring a foursome to the Hidden Hills Golf Club. Log on to hiddenhillsgc.com and book your tee time today.
The new year is fast approaching, and your homeowner's insurance may be expiring. Now's the time to compare our rates easily at southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
Looking to upgrade your old wardrobe? Let Mariano's Custom Tailor on Beach Boulevard custom-made suits and shirts for you. We also do alterations. Come to our store or we'll come to you. Mariano's Custom Tailor, the local expert at making you look great.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Watson with Hardball Creative. Face coverings are a nice way to show off your company logo. We've got a wide variety of masks and gaiters and can have them out to you fast.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
Strict attention to detail. That's what sets Kubota construction equipment apart. It's how we maximize performance, increase strength, and give you the dependability you demand. It's what makes us a leader. Now, write it off the lot and write it off your taxes while getting Kubota construction equipment for 0 down and 0% APR for 60 months, or save up to $11,000. Now through December 31st, 2020. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more information.
Coastal Equipment on New Kings Road in Jacksonville, and now also in McClenny.
Contractors, need concrete demoed and hauled off? Get that concrete the plunk out of there. Call Plunk's Concrete Recycling and Demo. We want to recycle that clean concrete and have a storage yard to take it on. Need a pump truck or concrete can? We rent them. Now hiring equipment operators and construction superintendents. Plunk's Concrete Recycling and Demo, 924-0006. Or online at CustomConcreteJacks.com. That's CustomConcreteJacks.com. Get that concrete the plunk out of there.
The Florida Theater is back and rocking with 38 Special. Hit after hit after hit. 38 Special. December 10th at Florida Theater. 50% capacity. Seats are limited, so get them fast. 38 Special. Tickets on sale now. Call the box office or at floridatheater.com.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
You mad, bro?
1010XL 92.5 FM. Join us in the sports den. Call or text 641-1010.
Open up your heart and let that hate out.
Man, sometimes when you've been really on the grind, you've been watching bad teams, you drink a lot, you tend to get dehydrated. You need to rehydrate yourself. And you got to put the best stuff into your system. That's what we teach you here at the Sports Den. And nobody's better with the water than Alka-Vita Life. Alka-Vita Alkaline Water, a Jacksonville-based company, gives you the best in nutrients, the best in alkaline water. It's got an 8 alkaline level 8 alkaline level. It goes from 1 to 10. They have a level 8, sometimes a little bit more, but you drink it, it helps flush out your system, gives you the energy, and it helps everything from a molecular level. That word almost got me right there.
Molecular?
Molecular. I was picking on Leon about tutelage. And molecular almost took me out. But Alka-Vita Life, ALKAVITA.LIFE is the website to go to. Alkavita.life. Alka-Vita Alkaline Water available in different establishments here in the city of Jacksonville.
My 8 o'clock is fantasy football.
Oh.
I've got a situation brewing right now where, not in our league. Our league, I'm toast this week. But just I use this time to state that I'm number one in both leagues that I'm in. But I got a situation to where, like, I'm up by 30? No, not anymore. I'm up by 22 points. And the person I'm playing has Drew Brees and Mike Evans. Well, I'm a Saints fan. Drew Brees is probably my favorite NFL player ever.
Mm-hmm.
My man's going off already. He's already got 17.8 points. They just started the second quarter, bro. He's 14 of 16 with 3 touchdowns already.
Can you tell your guy to throw it to the tight end?
They're up 21-0 on the Bucs already. This is why I hate, because I don't, at this point, I don't know what to pull for. This is why I don't like fantasy football. I don't need, extra stress. It's been a good weekend. The Jags game was as entertaining as RJ put it, as it could be. Gators with a big win.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get into that tomorrow because I got a whole bunch of stuff to say about Georgia. Saints are up 21-0, and now at the same time, I'm like, all right, y'all got to slow down. When really, I'd love nothing more than to see them beat the Bucs 80-0. I don't think I'm gonna play next year. It's too much stress. Way too much. And by the way, Dom makes a good point. Seriously, watching Breeze and Taysom Hill is ridiculous. How can one team have 2 quarterbacks better than us? They don't. They have 3. They have 3 quarterbacks better than anybody on the Jags roster.
Yeah, I don't care what anybody says. We should have throw the mill at Jameis. See if it'll work.
Where's he going to end up next year?
I don't know. It'll be another similar low ball situation. Let people figure it out, but he'll get a chance to compete.
I was looking at just all the guys because the BYU guys fun, man. If y'all haven't watched BYU play, I want to see them. I want them to make the playoff.
I don't think. I want to see them matched up against the best team that doesn't make the playoff.
Okay, that's fair. Again, who would that be? Like a Georgia?
It's gonna Georgia, Texas A&M, or Florida. One of those. Cause all 3 of them aren't gonna make it.
Right. That's okay. Yeah, we could do that.
I think actually, if I'm gonna be real, Dallas. I don't know the Cotton Bowl. I don't know how they pick it, but to watch BYU versus Florida would be a really good game.
So you just automatically saying Florida's not making the playoff?
I don't think Florida's beating Bama, but
that's fair.
That's the only reason I say that.
Yeah,
they'll give them 2 losses, and that would just be. I don't think they're going to take a 2-loss SEC team. That's my only thoughts on that.
From what I saw yesterday, that kid would smoke Georgia.
Probably.
Like, I mean,
The only thing I won't think
Zach
is
Wilson, is that his
yeah,
name?
it wasn't. Florida was putting like Trask, and I know we're going to talk about this more. For people to have knocks on him, he put the ball in a place where only his guys early.
Who, Trask?
Yeah. Because Georgia's I was going to text you and be like, "Yo, I see what you were telling me about Kentucky's wide receivers just couldn't get off the line."
Mm-hmm.
They were in the beginning, early on. They were in good position, but Trask put the ball in a great place. The receivers high pointed the ball and didn't go for it to the last minute.
Yeah.
Like, so the defender who's playing man is looking at the receiver. He's not giving you any indication that the ball's in the air. It was just really good pitch and catch.
Then they decided just to go off with the running back on them, which, again, we'll get to tomorrow. But I don't – yeah. I mean, I don't even know how I got from 8 o'clock to that, but we'll get to – we've got a ton of college stuff going on. What's y'all's 8 o'clock while we're here?
RJ, you got one?
Well, I'm just saying my only 8 o'clock is what if either Luton or Minshew, I don't care which one, what if they mess around and win us a game? I'm
Then
on the
I
boat.
hate them.
What is your 8 o'clock?
What is so hard
What
for
is
you
your
to
8 o'clock?
That's my 8 o'clock. My 8 o'clock is the
what
fear
if
that
they
we
mess
may
around
win
and
and
win a game?
get and fall out the top two.
Then you're
Don't
hating
win.
on yourself because that's only your fear. You're scared of the Jags winning one of these games?
Wait, that is so weird. I know we're being dead serious, but that's so wrong that we're being dead serious. How, like you're afraid to win?
Hold on. Let's go through the schedule again. Which game
All right, so I'm
specifically
gonna
are
be
you
dead
scared
serious.
that the Jags are going to win on?
The Browns?
Nah.
Dude, the Browns have only lost, what, 2?
Yeah. Do the Browns have a four? Yeah, they got a former
Okay,
Jaguar
so
player. We're
Cleveland, I don't know. I don't know what Minnesota
Let's stay
is
in
at
order.
this point.
Let's stay in order.
They have
The
Dalvin
Packers.
Cook. We can't stop
The
the run.
Packers. You're scared they're going to beat
I'm not
Packers?
scared of the. We're going to lose against the
The
Packers.
Steelers.
We're going to lose against the Steelers.
Yeah.
Okay, so that takes you to Thanksgiving.
Yes.
The Browns.
They
They ain't beating the Browns.
I don't
They play
know.
at Minnesota. It's good and over at that point. It's December 6th. We can't tackle Derrick Henry.
No.
Okay, the Ravens, huh?
I'm not talking about that game.
The Bears. Foles going to come in here and throw for 600.
Wait a minute, hold on.
I don't know.
Do they still have that guy who rushes the passer really good? And do we still have that left
Yes,
tackle
they still
with
got
one
Khalil
knee?
Mack, and they've got Javon Williams.
And he'll be back then.
And he's going to be in Duval.
I need to bench CJ.
You don't want none of that.
He will throw hands. Hey, I heard you was talking that trash for your boy. Wow.
I mean, I don't understand your fear.
I'm just saying, if we
got
in some crazy
Colts
alternate universe, Gardner and the boys, let's win one or let's win two.
Man,
I don't know.
Gardner out here with a brokish thumb, signing autographs, and living his best life. He ain't coming back. I think he's gone. I think he's realizing that the mania might have rolled it. He might have made too many stops. It's the last one.
Who else is only a one-win team? Let's go through
New York
this.
Jets.
Jets haven't won.
No, they haven't won at
No.
all?
No, they are defeated.
Then we're in sole place.
Yeah, so I think we're
possession of
in
second
the
place.
sole place of the number 2 spot.
Okay,
You got the Jets at number 1.
I'm here to help you, RJ. That's what this is about. The Cowboys and the Giants are both 2-win teams. Oh, and Washington. Wow, that whole dang division, except for the Eagles, are 2-win teams. The Patriots are a 2-win team. The Texans, which we're good because we'd have to win 2 to jump over them, right? We're good there. Cincinnati, but they have a tie. And the Chargers. Bro, the Jags ain't going to have a better record than anybody that I just named, with possibly the exception of the Washington football team because now they're playing Alex Smith.
Jags are a stat game.
So even if they win a game, even if they somehow win another game, I mean, I think they'd have to get to a minimum of 3 wins at least to lose the second overall pick. Right?
Right.
So you're fine.
I'm just saying, I want a franchise quarterback here, and then we can start figuring out how to build around him. We clean house. We pick up, let's just say, Joe Brady or Ryan Day, and we get the GM from, well, not the GM, but the guy that everybody's talking about from Kansas City, or my dark horse guy would be like Daniel Jeremiah, and you go get him.
Jim McElwain.
And then we start fresh and anew. But if you have Luton that's making games interesting, or if you have Minshew that comes out and says, you know what, forget it, and
then
he wins us 1 or 2 games,
do what
and it's
we
like,
do
what
with
are you doing?
Do what we do with everybody else that's been any good. We got rid of them. It's very simple. David would not let this happen.
I just don't understand what he's even thinking at this
His
point.
hatred.
He literally just said
his hate o'clock is his
it's himself.
Is himself. It's his fear. You know what I'm starting to think? Okay.
You're the only person in the city scared of Luton or Minshew getting hot and leading us to the promised land.
Because I went to 12 counseling sessions with a shrink, I'm basically qualified to be able to diagnose people. Basically, I have a degree in this. I'm going to deduce, based upon what he has said, that the same people who kept talking to him about Gardner are the same people that are worried about the Jags falling out of second place or first place.
It's probably a group text he's on.
No. They're all in his head. They're just different people.
Wait, I got multiple personalities is what you're saying.
Different people. Like, it's all him. It's just the different responses.
It's a conversation he's having with himself.
There's Blood RJ. There's Cuz RJ. There's Reginald. Reginald Jeremiah.
JJ.
Yeah. There's a ghost of RJ's past. Like all these different ones.
You know what? You're right, because he had the whole plan mapped out.
Right. I'm like, dude, wait. I'm Googling this. Try Goose. Like, where are these? Who's saying
He's right, dude, because you got the whole plan mapped out on how they're going to do this.
That's been my plan. On Into the Night with Rick Ballou on Tuesday, we said, like, what's your plan? Like, what do you want the Jags to do as far as coach, GM, quarterback, and all those other things? And I'm just in fear that you don't get Justin Fields, and let's say you get who Matt Miller thinks is going to be the next Josh Allen, Kyle Trask. Like, what if that were to happen? And now all of a sudden you're like,
whoa. This is where I know you're irrational. If you're listening to people who are saying that the next Josh Allen is Kyle Trask, you need to immediately tune those people out, because there couldn't be two different quarterbacks.
I didn't agree, but I was like, that's a very interesting comparison.
It's a dumb comparison. It's not interesting. It's dumb.
Interesting meaning dumb. I just don't like outrightly calling people dumb.
That's idiotic. Like, one runs 4.6, the other one runs forever. All right, one can throw a ball 80 yards. The other one, while he's great at Florida and doing a fantastic job, love you to death, Kyle, but he's going to crow hop 55 or 60. They're not the same dude. Definitely not the same dude. So you need to cut those people out your life. In fact, tell Rick tomorrow you're resigning. Because this is what it's taking you to, right? Isn't that what your therapist would tell you? That's what mine would tell me. If you're in a negative place,
you got to get out of the
toxic
environment.
I'm not saying that Rick's the
toxic
one.
Advice, but
I read the text line. I just go off of what these people are talking about, and I say, "What are you talking about?" But there's some people who believe. There's still believers out here.
Then maybe you need to get out this business altogether, because the toxicity's killing you.
It's not killing me. I find
you're
it very
having conversations with yourself, and now you're your own hate o'clock.
I don't know how true that is. I'm just going off of what people like. Some person called before our show and said, I think that we have two decent quarterbacks and that we just need to focus on building the offensive line and the defensive line.
Have you tried telling these people this is why nobody pays you for your opinion?
I'm not crass like that, man.
Not you. I'm just saying, like, sometimes it helps. Like, no, you're not. No, I'm not bad. Does that sound bad? Me? So I wasn't trying to, like, it's like, all right, I like to sing, right? I have reels on IG, and I sing. My friend, who is a Grammy Grammy award-winning singer, songwriter, always tells me, I don't give sports opinions.
You shouldn't sing.
You shouldn't sing. It's not him being
It's a real
crass.
friend.
It's a good friend saying, like, hey, don't quit your day job. Like, if you want to keep it to IG, like, that's it. He's like, for your heart, I don't want you to go try to present this to a record label. It's like, so it's not good for you. So sometimes when people put really unique takes out there, I say, listen, this is why nobody cares about your opinion. It's not me being mean. It's just me telling them the truth. Nobody cares what you think because you say stupid things. Some people need to hear that.
28-0 Saints now. 28-0. Not even halfway through the second quarter.
Did they throw it to the tight end?
I don't know.
That's all I need.
I don't know. I mean, what else are we going to come back and get into with Jags? Y'all got anything else? You know what? I'll get to the text line. We'll get to the text line. If y'all want to hear our opinion on anything Jags related, somebody asked me about Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence. I'll go dig that up too. Actually, let's do that. Let's project where some of these quarterbacks end up. Like who would be a good fit. Yeah. We'll do that coming up next. This is Denny Thompson. Join me for the Gator Bites podcast presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists with new episodes every Wednesday. Subscribe and listen by searching for 1010XL Florida Gators podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or TuneIn.
You have to be up in 5 hours, 2 hours, 6 minutes. And when you hear, you realize that you haven't slept a wink. That's why there's ZzzQuil Pure Z's, a drug-free blend of botanicals with an optimal dose of melatonin, so you can fall asleep naturally with no next-day grogginess. It's available in both liquid and gummies, tastes great, and is non-habit forming. Pick up ZzzQuil Pure Z's from the sleep experts at Vic ZzzQuil. ZzzQuil Pure Z's, naturally superior sleep. Available at retailers near you.
Water and staying hydrated is one of the keys to life. It's essential. Your body's made up mostly of it. Make sure you're putting the best inside of your body. That's Alka-Vita alkaline water. It's got a high pH. It's at 8. And basically when you drink that, it helps your insides. It helps you get hydrated more. It helps flush out your body, flush out all those toxins, especially during football season when you're eating a lot of bad stuff and you're drinking a lot of bad stuff. Go to Alka-Vita.life to check them out. Check out all the different locations in the city of Jacksonville. They're doing a pop-up shop on October 17th in the Regency Square Mall where you can meet them and try the water. Alka-Vita.life, Alka-Vita alkaline water.
Hey, it's Rick Ballou. What if you get a flu shot for the whole house? So my friends at McGowan's AC can install the Remy Halo air purification system into your existing air ducts. This is amazing technology, reduces pollutants, and it activates 99% of the bacteria and viruses like COVID-19. It's the same thing used in schools, hotels, and hospitals. Call 264-COOL and ask about the air purification system for your home or business. McGowan's AC, the official heating and air conditioning partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
License number CMC 1250075.
Frank Frangie here for Big Chief Tire. Do you need an oil change, brake inspection, suspension check, or alignment service? Double check the safety and performance of your vehicle without being bombarded by salespeople pushing flashy products or services you don't need. Big Chief Tire has been locally owned and operated by the same family for over 50 years. This is a team you can trust to treat you well and to get the job done right the first time. Visit any of their 4 Jacksonville locations or schedule an appointment by visiting BigChiefService.com.
In 1919, my great-grandfather founded Catlin as a Studebaker dealership, and now we're the oldest truck accessory store in the U.S. This is Keith Catlin, and I'm proud to be the 4th-generation owner. If you need anything for your truck, van, or SUV, come see it. From Lear toppers to rolling lot bed covers to trailer hitches and everything in between. Let us take care of all your accessory needs. Quality counts at Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to our website, CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com. And let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Hi, this is Joe Butler from Black Creek Outfitters.
Getting outside on the water in the Florida sun may be the best medicine of all. At Black Creek, we specialize in getting you out on the water on kayaks and paddleboards. 2 things we offer: free delivery in the area and 12 months no interest financing. Call us up at 904-645-7003 and we can get your new kayak or paddleboard out to you today so you can get on the water tomorrow. Black Creek Outfitters, locally owned and operated by the Butler family since 1983.
As an investor, what do you get from a discount broker or mutual fund? Not much. But if you're seeking planning, financial architecture, direction, and personal interaction, we're a fee-based, independent, credentialed financial advisor. We are Capital Dimensions Wealth Management, a Jacksonville-based firm that performs in-depth analysis and on-site interviews with companies globally before investing our clients' money. If we can help, call 730-3877 or drop by our office on University Boulevard. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA and SIPC.
Guys, this is Movember. The urologists with McKeever Clinic urge you to take action to live healthier, happier, and longer lives. Take the time to stay connected to your friends and have open conversations about men's health. Know the numbers. At 50, talk to your doctor about prostate cancer. If it runs in the family, do it at 45. Be inspired to grow out your mustache this Movember to raise awareness for men's health. McKeever Clinic, innovators in urological care since 1921. McKeeverClinic.com.
Instant Keys specializes in creating replacement automotive keys and keyless entry remotes, even when all the originals are lost or broken. Instant Keys provides expert service for nearly every foreign and domestic vehicle, including the high-end luxury models like BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, and Infiniti. With Instant Keys, you'll get dealership-level service at a fraction of the cost without the hassles. For honest professional locksmith service, call the best around. Instant Keys, 722-1111.
Like working outdoors and want better pay and benefits? Superior Fence and Rail is seeking full-time fence installers with pay ranging from $16 to $25 an hour and more with commercial experience. Superior Fence and Rail will train you to work with their professional team and provide you with all the tools you need to be a top-notch installer. Get off the fence. Call Superior Fence and Rail today and start your career.
When you're on the fence about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. XL. Join us in the Sports Den. Call or text 641-1010.
We're way behind. Let's look at the clock.
Yeah, sure. Second right here. Text line. Good timing.
Yeah. You know what else is you can do in a short amount of time is buy cigars from thehumidor.com. Get to thehumidor.com, find what you want, type it in, put it in your cart, type in Sports Den, all lowercase, all one word, you get 20% off. It's that easy. It's that time of the year. You're supposed to give. Give cigars. Give a bunch of them.
Even the people who don't like them. Because if you give them cigars,
we give them back.
They'll give them back.
That's
or when you go to their house,
right?
They'll already be there.
I like the thinking. The longer and longer we go in the college football season, the more and more we're learning that this may be a really good quarterback year. Think about the beginning of the year; it was all about Lawrence and Fields, and it was a little bit of this Trey Lance cat. And I kind of feel bad for Trey Lance because he didn't have a season; he played one game. So he may be getting forgotten about a little bit. And in the eyes of the people that matter, if he's that good, he'll still be the third quarterback. Now, all of a sudden, we've got this cat from BYU, Zach Wilson. We've got Mac Jones. We've got Kyle Trask. You've got guys that now you're seeing mock drafts that, and I don't think, for the record, I don't think Kyle Trask, I think at the earliest, he's a third rounder.
And that's fine.
Yeah. But he's local, so I'm going to throw his name in there. You got guys like Stetson Bennett. Sorry. Couldn't pass that up.
Yeah. He's not any good.
No.
What about Mighty Mouse?
Mighty Mouse.
Down in De'Aaron King.
De'Aaron King will not get drafted. He's not Kyler Murray. He's not even close to Kyler Murray. But I was thinking about, like, if Lawrence and Fields, they don't have a choice. They're going where they're going. They're going number 1 and number 2. They're going to the Jets and the Jags.
Right.
More than likely in some order. I was thinking, Ian Book.
Oh, yeah.
Notre Dame's quarterback. Yeah, another good one. Some people love Kellen Mond. Sam Ellinger, there's another third-round guy. Like, there's these guys all over the place that your favorite team may draft in rounds 1 through 7. It's a deep draft for quarterbacks.
I think, yes, it is a deep draft. If a lot of these guys choose to not come out. If it were me and I had a chance and the team was going to be pretty damn good and I wasn't Justin Fields or Trevor Lawrence, I would probably come back.
I'm not going to say his name because he didn't tell me I could. And I don't want to steal his thunder, but I had a wise person tell me this week. We're talking about specifically about Trask and how he could go back. Made a very good point. And I think it's true with a lot of these guys. It doesn't matter what they do the next year. They're never going to be hotter than they are now.
Right.
Third round, fifth round.
Yeah. If you know that if somebody gives you a grade, and I did this with DeMarcus Walker, defensive end a little bit different. His junior year could have came out. And I told him the truth. Again, so I do this to everybody. I tell everybody the truth. So there's nothing sexy about you. You're not tall.
Mm-hmm.
You're not overall you're not explosive. You're not fast. Like, you're not going to run a super fast 40. But what you are going to do is put up enough. You got enough film. You're a really, really hard worker, and you're going to and your job is to play for the second contract.
Mm-hmm.
It's just none of the things that have people jump into the top 15 picks. You have. It doesn't matter how many sacks you get.
Right. Doesn't matter what you do. Yeah.
I was like, he came back, ended up going second round anyway. And he had a way more productive senior year than he had a junior year. So I see what you're saying, but
but guys like Kyle Trask can't come back.
Right. So
because Kyle Pitts won't be back.
BYU kid. If I'm not going to be that number 3 guy, definitely, I'm not saying he shouldn't come back. What I'm saying is that, like, Ian Book, is Ian Book good enough in an off year to be the number 1 quarterback? Like, it's a big difference between being first or second.
Is Ian Book a senior?
I don't know.
Yeah, and I don't know the deal.
But all of them get to come back, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh, that's true. Zach Wilson, that he will not be hotter than he is right now. I don't care what he does.
Benefited from
like Justin Herbert would have been the number 1 overall pick if he'd have left when he was supposed to.
He's somebody who I hope he got some insurance for that. Yeah, he's 22, so he's probably a senior.
But I was thinking about specifically Mac Jones. I'd love to see Mac end up.
He's a junior though, right?
Mac?
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, is he going to be hotter than he? I mean, I'd love to see him in San Francisco. Like, to me, with what they do in San Francisco, with the way that system works, like, that's somewhere he could go and thrive.
Can I say something that I hope the NCAA allows? Because it's really the NCAA's issue. Let the guys go through the process as long as they don't sign an agent.
Mm-hmm.
And guys like Mac.
What part of the process?
Like, let them go, like, up until if you want to go to the combine, like the punter went to the combine. I know that message that's
trying to get in my pocketbook because they can't have an agent, but now they're supposed to go all the way through the process.
Listen, Mac can afford it.
I ain't talking about Mac.
Most of these guys at this point right now, all right, bubble burst. If you got a draftable person, they not broke. They not living the broke college experience anymore. Somebody in their family is getting paid by somebody.
I'm gonna have a much harder time getting it out of them than I would off that agent, though.
Without a doubt. But the thing is, they'll have an advisor.
I mean, you're not wrong. I'm just saying, stay out my pocket.
Somebody can already have this thing squared up, or be more creative. One thing I always thought about doing is have, which I would feel terrible about, but have these guys sign contracts for a percentage of later on.
Yeah, that's being floated all around the industry right now.
Yeah, so I mean, like, you can come train as much as you want while you're in college.
Mm-hmm.
Just know when you get that check, I need my check too.
Right.
But I mean, that's the only thing I'm saying is the difference between being number 1, a top 15 pick, and not is a significant amount of money. And if you can come back, but I also understand what you're saying. Cash in hand is always better than cash down the road.
Real quick, everybody's always asking me, like, what's the difference in Justin Fields and Trevor Lawrence? One of them 6'6", the other one's like 6'2.5". It's listed as 6'3". Trevor's legit 6'6". All I can go by, I always default to what I see in live and in person. So I can see him on TV, but I always default to what I've seen, if I've seen him. Like, I haven't seen Zach Wilson in my life, never in my life. So what I see on TV is all I can do. I've seen both Justin and Trevor, and one of them, when I see them throw, my mouth drops. The other one, I go, yeah, he's pretty dang good. Trevor, when I see him throw in person, it's like I can't get it out of my head what that ball looks like coming out of his hand. That's the only way that I can. That's the reason why I think Trevor. While I think Justin Fields is going to be a good player, I think Trevor is significantly better. Now, if I saw him again right now, maybe that would change. But that's I get that question all the time, and that's what I'm judging that off of. I don't care about the 40 times. I don't care about any of that kind of stuff. I'm just going by what I've seen personally. We got to take a break, don't we?
Yep.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back, and we will wrap up the Sports Den on the other side.
Stay connected to Gainesville with the Florida Gator Report with Lauren Brooks.
Go, Gators!
Brought to you by Darley's Plumbing, where quality counts.
A big win for the Florida Gators.
Get your Gators on 1010XL.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Whenever I hear of an injured person hiring such and such a lawyer, I wonder, why'd they choose that law firm? Did they see the lawyer on a big billboard, a radio ad, or maybe an advertisement on television or the back of a bus? Maybe they just Googled it and clicked the first name that showed up. And then almost all the time, I worry. I worry if they know what that lawyer is really all about. Do they know when the last time that lawyer tried a personal injury case, or maybe if they ever even did? Does the lawyer have the resources to get the most for the client, or does the lawyer need the money more than the client does? And you'd be surprised to hear how many do. Here's my advice. Do your research. Results matter. Reputation matters. As the largest personal injury firm in America, there's really nothing like us. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Dial pound law on your cell. Pound law, that's all. Offices, Jacksonville.
Mark Brunell here. When I played football, I used a helmet for protection. Now I use a different helmet, Gutter Helmet. I never have to clean my gutters again. Gutter Helmet is family owned and operated and #1 in gutter protection. It fits over most existing gutters. They also install 6 and 7-inch seamless gutters with dozens of colors to choose from. Clogged gutters cause mold, pests, wood rot, and even damage to your home's foundation. Go to agenf.com, enter promo code 8 for special discounts.
An ACL tear can be a devastating injury with prolonged pain and rehabilitation. Hi, I'm Dr. George Bari. I'm a sports medicine orthopedic surgeon who grew up right here in Jacksonville and then went on to train with the world-renowned Dr. James Andrews. At Bari Orthopedics, we use the most current techniques to get you back in the field with less pain and quicker rehabilitation. We treat all types of sports injuries with the newest techniques available. Please call us for a consultation or visit bariorthopedics.com.
Find out more at bariorthopedics.com. That's BAHRI orthopedics.com. Contractors, need concrete demoed and hauled off? Get that concrete the plunk out of there. Call Plunk's Concrete Recycling and Demo. We want to recycle that clean concrete and have a storage yard to take it on. Need a pump truck or concrete can? We rent them. Now hiring equipment operators and construction superintendents. Plunk's Concrete Recycling and Demo, 924-0006. Or online at CustomConcreteJacks.com. That's CustomConcreteJacks.com. Get that concrete the plunk out of there.
At Tropical Smoothie Cafe, one taste and you're feeling good now, smiling wider now, seeing brighter now, bucket dunking now, namasteing now, popping a wheelie now, living lighter now. You're on Tropic Time now. And on Mondays, try our Jaguars Duval Delight Smoothies for $2.99. And you're roaring louder now, end zone dancing now, sipping spirit now. You're on Tropic Time now at Tropical Smoothie Cafe.
If you're a business owner, property manager, or run a restaurant or hotel, are you tired of your garbage company raising their prices with hidden fees? What if you could add to your bottom line and declare your freedom with the exclusive fixed price guarantee at Freedom Waste Management, a family-owned, locally based waste management company? Visit freedomwastemgt.com to talk to an expert and lock in your fixed price guarantee, premium service, and competitive pricing. That's Freedom Waste Management.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
I tell you the difference between me and them. They trying to get their ones and trying to get them hams.
1010XL. Join us in the sports den. Call or text 641-1010.
That kind of puts it in perspective, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, that's what you are. In this day and age, that's really what you kind of just, it's all about perspective. You need things to bring you back.
Yeah, James and I just saw a meme. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Says we can all agree Trump and Biden are really old. Here's what they look like back when Georgia won their last national championship, and both of them were younger than both James and I. That's how long it's been.
Wow.
I mean, I guess if you were born when they won, you're over 40. Right?
Yeah.
Is my math right?
I mean, it's 40 on the head. They won in 80.
Wow. Let me look up this score of this. Should be just about halftime.
31-0 Saints at the half.
31-0. That's in Tampa too, right? Yeah.
Trying to get it in before that hurricane hits.
31-0 at halftime, the Saints over the Tampa Bay Bucks. Like, NBC's got to be fuming right now because this on paper was going to be a great game. Dom's right. Jameis may get some time.
Nice.
And it's in Tampa?
What better way? You think they're doing this for him?
I'm sure he gave them that let's go eat some W speech before.
Y'all hungry?
Got them nice and fired up. Also, speaking of Florida State players, Dalvin Cook is a monster.
Beast.
What do you have? 206 today on 22 carries. 252 total yards.
Like, why couldn't we? Never mind. We had a chance.
We have so many people that we could say that about here in Jacksonville. I mean, it is. Sorry, Jags fans. I know that you guys, at some point want to hear something positive, but it's probably the wrong show. We're just as tired of them losing as you are. And we're only halfway through the season. We're riding a 7-game losing streak. What's the longest losing streak in Jags history? Is this it?
Jags did go 0-8. I think it was 2013.
Nice. Let's go for that. Excellence.
Well, they're going to get that. I don't know. RJ's all worried. He's sweating bullets in there about them winning.
They're going to beat the Packers.
What night do y'all do the picks on the Rick Ballou show that you should quit?
Fridays.
Fridays?
I'm not quitting the show.
Are you going to pick the Packers?
Yes, I am.
Okay, just making sure. All right, we'll be back tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Talk to you guys then. Y'all have a great evening.
Let's have lunch with Leon.
Butt cheeks are tight.
Former Jacksonville Pro Bowler Leon Searcy is serving up lunch on XL Primetime.
Tight butt cheeks, never a good thing.
Brought to you by Wingstop. Weekdays